Next up, we have SPU, which has a lot of overall potential, bouncing off $6 today. We could honestly see up towards around $7 if this gets a nice rip or gets some activity towards it. So SPU also came out with a little press release, but that could just bring in some volume towards it, which can help it because $6 support is very strong, and we are looking for a possible pop from there. SPU starting to get a little bit of activity as well, guys. SPU starting to get a little bit of activity, and we could definitely see a nice possible, a nice possible spike on this play. If you guys want to pick up a small position on SPU, that's not a bad idea whatsoever. I know it's a little light on volume, but this stock could definitely take off, very, very quickly and move very fast. The stock is starting to move and is starting to bring in a little bit of activity. So, SPU, let's look for a 650 break. So SPU, definitely look for a possible play right here because, again, it is starting to pick on up a little bit and it is starting to move on up. And, again, this was a play that we're talking about off the $6 bounce. And you can see SPU moving on up. There's 673. So again, this was a stock that I really wanted you guys to focus on today because the overall fact of how much the stock can move off that $6 bounce. There's 675. So SPU really starting to take on off right here, and you guys can honestly continue to hold this stock. But again, 675 is right there. This is why I really wanted to watch this stock because of the overall fact it's bouncing off $6. And a lot of you guys voted for this as well. But here's SPU continuing to move on up, guys. So very, very good. And we can honestly see the stock probably up towards around 715 or so on SPU. So this is very, very nice. Here's $7 on SPU. Guys, we could be seeing the breakout right here. Again, we were saying this morning, $6 bounce. The stock has huge potential. Look, here it goes, guys. SPU. We have a lot of opportunity right here. 725 is going to be the very tough area to break. 725. Very tough area to break on this play. And this is where we are seeing, a lot of activity. 725 is going to be a tough one to break out of, guys. I'll, be honest with you guys right there. 725 is going to be a tough one to break out of. If it can break that 725 mark, you can look for a possible play if it can break that 725 mark. But again, be smart. We just ran from 625 all the way up to 725. Don't be surprised if we see a pullback right here. This was the number 2 stock you guys voted on in the morning poll, which it makes me very, very happy. Again, DRWI, I was not a fan of. Look at SPU explode, guys, right here. Look at the explosion. Just broke from bearish to bullish. Bearish to bullish. You guys can hop in. This stock is probably going up towards around, honestly, probably up towards around $10 today. I know that's a big, kind of move right here. We'll see exactly what's going to be going on. But SPU, look at the explosion right on out right there out of the gates. SPU back down right now, probably going to get halted pretty soon. And let's SPU, this is where the stock is really going to start ripping with some hot activity. We'll look for a possible play as low as you guys can go, probably back down towards around 725 or so. But look at the overall explosion on SPU. This is all from the bounce of $6 that we talked about in pre-market that brought in that big time opportunity. That bounce right here. Right now, I do think we're probably going to go a little lower. Either go for the $8 break. If SPU watch the $8 break, but I do think that we're probably going to come down a little bit first before we get that $8 break. But look at that explosion. We just crossed from the bearish side to the bullish side, and I would not be surprised if we see around 725 or so. And then stop loss, it's tough on the stop loss because we have to give it a little bit of wiggle room, But right here you can see it's like that 740-ish support. So again, we could either look for the $8 break, either look for that $8 break or that or the 735 support. You do have to give it a little bit of wiggle room. You have to give it a little bit of wiggle room right here. And I do just want to kind of put on both sides. We do have $8 holding on up as a triple top right now. But look at SPU, boom, taking on off. And again, that's what we love to see. Guys, we talked about this. This stock has huge, huge potential today, guys. I'm talking huge potential today. We went from the bearish side to the bullish side, ascending triangle breakout pattern. The stock has a lot of potential to, rip from here. So we'll see if we can get it, get that big time play and get that big time rip that we're really searching for. If we can break $8 and get that nice hot activity. But again, all from that 650 mark right there. We are building a little bit of higher lows. And we'll see if we can get an $8 break. And again, I kind of just want to hit both sides. Either SPU, watch for the $8 break, or the bounce off 735. So right now we are just consolidating. We're consolidating right now. We'll see what's going to happen in the next few moments. But this is beautiful, guys. And again, congratulations to anyone who just made some nice profit on S. 735 has held up, though, as a nice overall support. So we were right about that. That 735 mark right now, holding up as the nice support line. So it is 735 at the moment. We might be coming back on down, forming a channel. This may be an 11 o'clock breakout. This could be a possible 11 o'clock breakout if we build a higher low right here. And that is where we could definitely see the run up towards around $10 or so. But let's see how low this is going to be going right now. This could possibly be, again, we talked about this, guys. Go into our channel lesson right now, and you guys can go and check that out, the channel lesson. Watch channel lesson, and you guys will be able to see why I say, SPU on the breakout probably around 11 o'clock. So guys, we're probably going to fall back down. I'm going to say towards around 735 or so. Then watch that channel lesson right now. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, we're going to build a higher low, but around 735. Then at around 735, we're going to bounce probably back on up, might fizzle out for a little bit, and then some random huge wave of activity is going to come in, around 11:15, maybe 11:30, somewhere around that time. That's when we'll get these nice big breakouts. No matter what, we're going to be looking for that entry on the $8 break. But we'll see how low this is possibly going to be going. I want to make sure we're going to hold up. Let's see if it holds up right here. We don't want to be coming all the way back down towards around 722. We want to kind of get a nice bounce play at around 730-ish. 730-ish is kind of where we want to get a little bit of a bounce on its next leg right here. But we alerted this right at 650, ran all the way up to $8, which is absolutely beautiful. And right now it's inside a channel, first low all the way down to 720. Now we kind of want to stay a little bit of above that, 730-ish or so. And then I'm saying breakout probably in about an hour. So I'm fired up, guys. I am fired up. Ow! And I am definitely looking forward to some nice overall profit. SPU, this stock is going to probably break out. Love it. Love it. Look at this, guys. We have higher lows. Higher lows are starting to become confirmed. 11:15 breakout is what I'm thinking around on SPU. So around 11:15, that is where I'm thinking for the possible breakout. Give it about another hour for that possible breakout area. But we could look for a possible, play around 740-ish or so. I still think probably best area will probably be back around 735-ish or so. So that is what I'm keeping my eyes peeled for. But now you can see it's kind of fizzling out a little bit. And we're just going to get like a random hit of volume. A random hit of volume is going to take this on off and absolutely explode it. And, get this thing moving very, very quickly and very, very fast. And that's usually what happens. It's pretty crazy, you know, it's a pretty crazy thing to see, and I absolutely love when it happens. But it might come a little before 11, but I think, you know, right around that area would probably be that nice big breakout. So hopefully, you know, it actually comes back down towards around 740-ish or so, kind of fizzles out for a little bit, and then just this random wave of volume is going to come and hit this. This has big, big potential. You know, definitely big boy potential coming on up on this play. For SPU, and no matter what, if this breaks $8, if you guys don't like the more of the riskier side towards it, you know, down towards 750 or 760 or, you know, whatever that may be for you, then I would definitely, no matter what, just have an entry ready for that break of $8, because that's when it will go boom. And that is when we could definitely see this thing rip. So we have seen this happen multiple times, that stocks have gone nice big rips, have consolidated throughout the day, and I'm excited to see, you know, if this prediction, you know, really comes true, because we have seen this happen over and over again, and I want to be 100% ready for it. So again, the trend line is still holding right now, and what I like is kind of, you know, what I usually never like is, you know, low volume, but when these things break like this, it kind of gets very low volume, and then out of nowhere, you know, the heat wave hits, and then this thing just absolutely rips on fire. Again, you know, I know I'm hyping it up a little bit right now, but it does happen a lot, and I will show you guys some examples as well. And guys, here we go, a little bit of activity starting to come on up. What I think is going to happen right here, we are going to test $8 and then probably not get it this time. I think we're going to test $8 and probably not get it this time, and then we're probably going to come back down a little bit, and then you know, do the U shape that we like to see. But don't be. I think probably we're going to test the $8 mark. No, we actually might get the breakout here, but I think maybe we're going to possibly, you know, touch $8 and then, you know, come back on down. But here we go. We're coming up to $8 right now. This could be the breakout. Maybe I was a little too early on it. It's saying 11 o'clock. Maybe it's just around right now, maybe 10:15 or so, as we are starting to get some big time volume starting to come through on this play. And basically, as I said, you know, the stock isn't, you know, done yet. So we'll see what's going to happen. If we can't break $8, you know, we're just going to come back down probably towards around that 770 mark, consolidate for probably another 20 to 15 minutes, and then get that breakout. So we'll see what's going to be happening right here in the next few moments, as SPU still on high alert, guys. And no matter what, I think the stock is ripping today. I think it's going to break $8 today. I think it's going to rip. But at the same time, you can see we have the higher low pattern, which is, you know, absolutely gorgeous. And we're going to see if this stock breaks this $8 mark right now. If it can't break $8, guys, it's going to come back down probably towards around 770 and then start moving on up from there around that 770 mark. And start moving on up from there. So can't break $8. This is what I wanted to see, honestly. This is what I wanted to see. Couldn't break $8. Absolutely fine. So we have a very strong $8 resistance, kind of very strong $8 resistance. You can see it's going across the board. When we break very strong resistance, that's when we get big time explosion. So the resistance is just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Now when we break that resistance line, that's when the stock is going to, you know, absolutely destroy and rip. So don't be surprised if this comes back down on 770, still holding that trend line, guys, around 770, still holding that trend line. Watch for the $8 break. It's probably going to be another 20 minutes or so. Probably another 20 minutes or so on probably another 20 minutes or so. Here's that come back down. You know, that's fine. 15, 20 minutes. Watch for that possible break. Might be maybe a little around 11 o'clock. But I still think, guys, you know, everything is happening that I wanted so far. Everything that I wanted to happen so far is coming true. So we are following this nice overall line right here, continuously building higher lows. If we get a crack right here, you know, we'll just go right back down to 750, and then rip out around, you know, maybe a little later than 11 o'clock. But right now we are absolutely fine, guys, and we are just waiting for this possible play. If you guys are still holding, you guys are good to go. You guys can look to sell up around $8 if you guys want to just, you know, lock in profits, be smart. Probably the last 5 traders I've talked to, I've made over $1,000 already today. But you know, we could definitely be making 2, 3, 4 grand today. So let's see, you know, what the stock's going to be doing. But this is what I want to see. Let's give it about 10 to 15 minutes of nice consolidation for that last $8 touch and that last $8 goodbye, as that is when we are going through it. So let's keep this on, high watch and high activity. And then with that $8 break, that is when we will be hopefully ripping. So $8 resistance, very strong right now, but it is building higher lows. Higher lows is a great sign of these stocks, going to break out in the near future. So we are keeping this on high watch and high alert at the moment. And we are pretty set, but we are just keeping our eyes peeled. So if you guys look at the screen right now, I do want to just go into a little bit of channeling, these channeling lessons, and why it will rip at around 11 o'clock. So right now, again, we have it at 781. This is what happens, guys. We get our nice run up. It gets its nice channel. It builds higher lows. As you can see, one low, higher low. Then we get our nice rip. So this one had 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, and then on that 4th touch, it basically broke. Let's kind of switch this pattern a little bit to around the 3 minute. You can see, look at that nice strong uptrend going on up towards $8. Watch for a breakout coming on up, guys, in the near future on SPU. That's very nice, that nice strong touch right there. Taking its time, but we are looking pretty good. So 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. We're coming up to our 4th touch, in the next few minutes, and that's where it'll definitely get its breakout, most likely, guys. So keep this on watch as we are actually coming on up, and I just want to show you a few more examples before we possibly get liftoff. So SPU, as you guys can see, SPU, looking for the stock to run and get its nice break, kind of just like here. It usually takes a few hours, as we said. We are kind of looking for it before a few hours. OPTT, again, building higher lows, higher low, looking for this explosion all the way on up, just like on OPTT right here. You can see right here, also another OPTT in the channel, looking for the stock to rip. Here's a nice little example. ZAIS, nice rip, up, down, up, higher low pattern. Then we get our explosion. So right now it's 10.20. Here comes the breakout possibly, guys. 10.20, $8 breakout all the way up to 8.19 so far. Let's see how high we're going to be going. So we have a lot of overall potential going on in the market right now. 8.19, we're probably going to be coming back on down towards maybe around 7.90 to start at first though, but we are getting this $8 breakout right here, and we might come back down towards maybe around 7.90 real quickly, but I think the stock has huge potential to get that nice pop and get that nice rip. I am putting back the scanners to their original version very quickly. And let's get that nice big pop. But so far, guys, what a great play on these huge rips on SPU. Let's see if 850 gets that nice little, approach right here. And guys, congratulations, guys. This is what we want. Ow! And we are absolutely destroying it today. $1,000 days. This is exactly what we want to see, guys. And this is beautiful. You guys deserve it. This is why, I get so excited, guys. This is why I get fired up, because this is so predictable. Let's keep on going. There's 844. Let's see this thing continue to move on up. Let's see this continue to move. And guys, again, our ultimate sell target is around that $9 mark, but here comes 850. And again, there's locking in from 750 all the way up towards 847 so far. This stock is continuously running, and you guys deserve every little bit of it. So congrats, guys. And if you guys want, again, you guys can absolutely, continue to hold, but don't be too greedy, guys, because again, 850 is a resistance line, but so far, SPU taking off our overall alert so far. We have gone so far 5 for 5 on the day. 4 of those alerts have been on SPU, and let's go, guys. This is how we make easy money. This is easy money. We just showed you guys that overall chart pattern about how stocks basically run up, get inside their channel, and then they break out from here. And this is where we continue to get nice big runs. This is where we continue to climb on up, and this is where we see big time pops and easy, predictable big moves. So I was thinking around 11 o'clock it was getting its breakout. I was a few minutes early, but you guys know, still, pretty great stuff we got going on here. which I absolutely love. And you guys should all be profiting right now. You know, you guys should all be locking in some huge profits, and it's all predictable. This is all predictable plays. Here comes that 850 break probably coming on up, and this is what I love seeing. I've seen over 10 traders today. Over 10 traders make over $1,000 a day. Eric Russell, thank you for the shout out on Twitter. $2,100 today for him. You know, congrats, buddy. You deserve that. And again, our ultimate sell target today, ultimate sell target would be up towards around $9.50 or $9 or so. Here's $8.50. Oh my God, it's continuing. This is, you guys, I love it. I absolutely love it. And, you know, it's just awesome to see how chart patterns follow each other. Just how chart patterns follow each other over and over and over again. And, you know, we basically just showed you guys this on the overall chart pattern, how we have these nice big rips, and then it just goes straight across the board. And the dead giveaway, the absolute dead giveaway is the fact that this stock is building higher lows. You know, the absolute dead giveaway is the stock that is the fact that this stock is building higher lows, and that is just continuing to make its way on up. Our biggest alert today was a 95-cent alert, 750 all the way up to 845, and now we are even continuing on up. Here we go, all the way up towards around $9. I'm 100% out, guys, giving you guys that heads up, but $9, here it comes on up, and we are absolutely just destroying it.